Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Piet. You're watching Piet J. Cooper the Model Builder, and we're building on today. Senna Lotus Renault 97T. There you see what we're having and doing, and the car is there as well. So let's start on this build and turn all the cameras into the right angles. We're putting all those parts on the table. You can see right there. We're starting with CM screws, and they're bloody tiny screws. We're working in this area here, and we're going to put those CMs in, and with that one. I think it was this way. We're holding it like that. So these are in with two CM screws, and we're going on. We're getting those two out and putting them together like so with two MP screws like there. As you can see, quite good right there. Now this is all going on a summer holiday. MP screws. And I think I forgot to put MP screws in the other side, but we'll see and correct that after the build, because I can't remember that I put any in, and I don't see any in. So that's two PMs, MPs, and two APs right there. And these are into plastic, so no need for oil. Alright, there are two pins that have to go in, but they're just a second, guys. There we go. And this comes loose. Luckily it's not fixed with any screws, so I did not break anything. It's hard for me to show you this, but alright, we've got those on right there, and we're putting this aside for a second and working on these. Check there's a bigger gap and a smaller gap, put them together like so, and then look at those three pins. They go on this side, and they only go in a certain way, which is the two shorts on this side in my case. And we're doing some SPs in there. We're putting some SPs in there. Alright, we're getting this one in again, because we're putting this one over, putting it on like as you can see right there, and then we're putting two screws in there, and they are these CMs. We're getting a screw out that is in there already, because we are going to put in something else over it. And we do need a little extra light, because it's all the way down there. But the thing I don't like is I can't show it to you. And that is stage number 17 done. Alright, we need to fix a little something which I did not do, which is that little thing that we have to put in. Okay, we're getting that one out. That one out. 4 of those are going to be pushed into the holes that we have in the little rim here. So to make sure it stays in, I put a little bit of my favorite glue in there, because these little buggers are very hard to put in. There we go. DPs. I can use a little bit of a bigger screwdriver now. The PHO screwdriver. And the last DP of the 4 is in. Now, let's see what we do next. I want the valve in the middle of Goodyear. Yeah, I know, I'm a weirdo. I'm proud of it. And again, the last of the 4 screws, the BM screws, B. So there is a little bit of oil on the tip of the screwdriver. And now we're going to do something else that is bloody hard. Let's tip everything out. Because we've got that, I don't know how you call something like that. One of those clips to put in. And it's bloody hard to do, I can tell you that. And you don't want to lose it, so I'm doing it way up my and pushing that down. As you can see, we keep that safe. This is an empty bag, it can be chucked. Alright, we go on. Alright, that's on. Let's do that. That little hose has to go onto that little thing. Ooh, that one there for that one, but I think it's a little bit long, so I'm gonna shorten it a bit. That hose is on. As you can see, you can hardly see that, but I'll try and put a drop of glue on the little tie wrap that is there, tiny tie wrap to keep that little that hose in, that little hose, to keep that hose in here with the tie wrap right behind there. So there's one right there, but we're going to put the wheel on. Nothing special to be done. And I'm turning it on its side so it falls in the proper position. Alright, as you can see, if I lift this up a little bit, that is still a bit wobbly, and that is not wobbly at all, but I cannot get it to not be wobbly. I've tried everything. Alright, got it fixed. A little bit of a stronger screwdriver and I screwed it in all the way. And that is both wheels on and not wobbly anymore. But I do think I need to do something here, because I need to put the hose that I took out because of that whole thing back on, and that has just worked. So I'm going to put that aside and see what we do in the next stage. I think this is the anti-roll bar that we're making, and careful, there are very small parts in here. So I'm going to leave it here for a moment. Stage number 19, as you can see. And these are the parts, and let's go and do this thing. And this is small and black, so it's hard for me to show you. That is what we just made. Don't know if you saw that sharpened and all. And we're putting it on this side with a DP screw. From the other side, of course. There, that's in. And we're putting the silver or white hose in. I can't see it properly. So we put a bit of my favorite glue in there to keep that in. And we're turning this upside down. And there's a certain way to put that in. You'll see that it's hard. Let's see if I can show it to you. This is the way you want to put it in. You see three holes for screws, and the lower on this side is the one that is a peg to keep it all in position. And we're going to check what we are going to put in. Screws. 3 screws. So we're putting the screws in from underneath. It's hard for me to show you, but believe you me, they're going in. And it's all black inside, so it's hard to see, even for me, let alone the cameras are trying to record this. There we go. And that is what you have on the other side, if I'm correct. Yep. Then we're going to make that one with those 3 parts. Well, I thought I needed a bit of glue, but that doesn't need any glue whatsoever because it's hard enough to put it on. And we're going to put that aside. And we're going to put it here, and these are going to go on like so. That looks a little bit better. Have a look at how they are supposed to go in. But before we do that, we push this little thing in. Alright, so we're putting CMs on. Alright. Alright. Yep. There's a left and a right indicator right there. And I'm going to put that on. And then put that very tiny CM screw in there. Then we turn it around. It's looking really nice, guys. And the roll bar is in as well. By the way, that's all metal, that roll bar. Alright, there we go. That little thing and that one. These two we put together like so. And then we put NP screws in there from underneath. It's black on black, but still, because the other part is silver, you can see it. Because that part is silver, you can see it. And we're getting that one out and that one out, and we're pushing them together. So those two, pushing them together. And I'll let you know in the next video if I found it, because that is what we have at the end of that. So we put the green one in that one and the white one in the other one, the switches I mean. Put them in like that. Okay, and put that plate over, and then put 2 MPs in there. And I'm going to put this one in because this is a low limiter, so it can be a flip switch. So that is what we should have, with those 2 being proper buttons, those 2 black ones. 2 HM screws to put that dashboard in, but it's a hard place to screw in because it's in an angle inwards. I will need to use a light, and that's the last thing we do in this stage. As you can see in there, it's pretty good in there, and we've got 2 buttons to press on the inside right there. Okay, thank you very much. That was that. That is the build done as you see it right there. Let me just show it to you. Right there. Properly finished, and in the back you see some other builds that I might do in the future that you might like. So we'd have a bit of a hassle with those wheels to get them in properly. You need a very strong screwdriver to screw it down. At first I thought it wasn't grabbing, but I got it in, and the screws went in all the way, and it's not wobbling anymore. I had to get a screwdriver out that I could properly put force in. It's in metal, so it's possible. It's not that bad. But thank you very much for joining me again, and please like, subscribe, and pass it on. Check out my channel and join me next time on any of my other builds. This one, the next one that I'm going to build, or check out my channel and see what you can find there. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.